Good evening, everybody. It's Jeff Kessinger with the Christian County Headliner News. It's Thursday, so that means it's time to talk high school football. We're 24 hours away from kickoff in Week 6 and our Ozark Chevrolet Game of the Week. This week is Nixa at Webb City. It's a battle of two state-ranked teams. Nixa now number 9 in Class 5. Webb City still the top-ranked team in Class 4. It's also a battle of the last two unbeaten teams in the Central Ozark Conference this year. Nixa still looking for its first win ever over Webb City, and if the Eagles are going to get it, they're going to have to keep Webb City off the scoreboard early. Webb City has gotten ahead of teams in the second quarter. They've outscored their opponents there 83-13. And then in the second half, they're a great shutdown team. They've outscored their opponents 54-7 after halftime. So if Nixa wants to get that first win, they're going to have to find a way to not fall behind early and then hopefully close the game out late. Nixa is 5-0. 4 of those games have been close into the second half, and they've won 3 in the final minute or two. They beat Republic with a fourth down stand. They beat Branson on a blocked field goal, and then they scored a late touchdown last week to beat Neosho. So the Eagles have shown some grit. They've shown some ability to win those close games late. The big key is not to get blown out in the second quarter. Find a way to stay close, maybe even ahead going into the second half, and then close one out. Webb City, still the same old team. They run the split back veer. Cash Link is their quarterback. He's done a great job running the football. He can throw it as well. They've got great running backs, good wide receivers. So it's going to be a challenge for Nixa, and the Eagles are hoping to get their first win, and then they would stay in first place as we head into the end of the season. Ozark, meanwhile, is going to be on the road as well. They visit Willard. That's going to be an important game for Ozark. They're looking to build on their win over Republic last week, hopefully get a 2-game winning streak going, improve to 4-2. Willard is a team that's been kind of up and down. They're very athletic, especially on offense. They've got quarterback Quentin Batson, and they've got wide receiver Kenny Chambers. They're big up front along the line, as they have been for years. They've got a power ground game. So they've got a lot of different ways to hurt you. It's going to be a good test for that Ozark defense. Willard is scoring about 20 points a game. That means Ozark's going to have to find a way to get into the end zone a few times. The good news is Willard's allowing more than 30 points a game. So if Ozark can get on the board early, get a couple of touchdowns in the first half, they've got a great opportunity to improve to 4-2 on the season. Let's take a quick look at the COC standings. As you can see, Webb City, Nixa still locked atop, 4-0 each, but that's going to end this week. Carl Junction, 4-1. Our only loss so far has been to Webb City, so they're still in the hunt as well. Ozark, then Branson, Carthage, and Republic, and Neosho. Let's move on to the state rankings, and there you can see in Class 5, Nixa at number 9. Carthage, which lost its opening game and has also lost to Webb City, is into the top 10 as well. Down in Class 4, Webb City and Carl Junction are still representing the Central Ozark Conference very well. You look down there at the bottom, you see West Plains is in the rankings, and that's going to play a part in the district races. And let's look at those right now. Glendale and Ozark and Lebanon, all 3-2 in Class 5, District 4. Branson fell a game back this past week. Where West Plains comes into play is they face Lebanon this week. If Ozark and Glendale can go pick up wins, they might get a little separation from the Yellow Jackets and trying to secure one of the top 2 seeds. And in a 6-team district like this, the top 2 teams get that first round bye. They get a whole week off to kind of heal and rest up, and then they get to host in the second round. So Ozark, this is crucial that they get a win this week and try and stay even with Glendale. Class 5, District 5, Nixa has a little more breathing room. They are 5-0. They've got a 4.3-point lead over Carthage, but the Tigers have looked very sharp in the past couple weeks. And in fact, Nixa and Carthage play in Eagle Stadium on September 29. So great opportunity for Nixa to try and secure that top seed. That would mean home field advantage all the way through the playoffs, but they do at least want to be in one of those top 2 spots. So this week, Webb City hosts Nixa, Ozark goes to Willard. We mentioned the big showdown September 29th when Nixa hosts Carthage. Coming up after that, though, is Backyard Brawl 2017. We're already starting to try and get our hashtag out there, hashtag BYB 2017. We're getting ready for our special section that'll print the Friday before the game. And this week, we also got in our t-shirts. If you would like to get one of the official Backyard Brawl 2017 t-shirts, just come by our office in the square on Ozark. We're on the northeast corner next to Torgerson Design Partners. They are $10 each, and they will benefit our Newspapers and Education program. And what the NIE program does is we take newspapers to elementary schools, junior highs, high schools, and we give teachers an opportunity to use those in their lesson plans. Also lets kids get into the habit of reading newspapers and being aware of what's going on in their communities. All right, so let's recap what we're going to do every week. We're going to go to ccheadliner.com Friday morning. We'll have our preview stories up. We'll have COC standings and schedules for you. Friday evening, get on Twitter at Headliner Sports. We'll have live updates from Nixa at Webb City. We'll also have Alec McChesney out at Willard to cover that game. So if you follow at Alec_McChesney, he'll have all your Ozark Willard updates for you. Friday night after the game, get onto our Facebook page for our Facebook recap videos. We'll have highlights, we'll have interviews with players and coaches. We'll show you everything you need to know. And go back to ccheadliner.com for our stories and photo galleries. Thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Ozark Chevrolet, for sponsoring these videos and our great high school sports coverage. And we hope to see you all at a game Friday night.